Hello and thank you for joining me on What Do You Think, Chris? And today we're off to Bondi Beach, to Beach Road. What better address can you have in Bondi Beach than that? And it's number 4 of 44. Now this property we were looking at buying before auction for 1.6 million and it actually sold for auction at 1.655 million, so another $55,000. Really well presented, 3-bedroom apartment in a small block of 4 with parking, which is obviously essential around the Bondi area. About 100 square metres plus the parking, so that's a good size apartment. Obviously 3 beds, so not enormous, but still reasonably good. Fantastic common garden, and obviously just a few minutes to the beach as well. So let's go and check it out. As you can see, that's great. So having these gardens, if you're living upstairs, a garden's pretty much a waste of time. Tenants and owners, they just won't go downstairs. But if you can walk straight out of your lounge into the back, then that's absolutely fantastic. And especially when you're in the middle of Bondi, to get a bit of peace and quiet there is always going to be a good thing. So as you can see, you can just wander down. So even if this is common property and it's accessed by all 4 units, most of the people won't bring all the cutlery and the plates and the food and the drinks all the way down those stairs and back up. So quite often these units, they almost get exclusive use, which is a great thing. So you get all the advantages of having a garden without having to pay for it, and you probably don't even need to maintain it because the strata should do that as well. So look, all looks pretty modern, nice wooden floors there, all looking pretty cool. Again, pretty well styled and just nice and basic. Having these courtyard areas here, these sunrooms is always great for people working from home. Just put a little desk in there, or if you've got kids, just putting a cot in there or something like that. Again, the bathroom, nothing fantastic, but nice and clean and tidy, which is pretty cool. And again, double-sized bedrooms, that's the main thing we're trying to find. Obviously, you've got the neighbours there, so there's no great views or anything like that. But look, who cares? You don't spend that much time in the bedrooms anyway, so it's not too bad. And at least you've got a bit of space here for some built-in wardrobes. But as you can see, it is reasonably small here because you can only access the bed from this side, and that's right up against the wall. So these are some of the things that you need to take into consideration. And here you can see 4 car parks here. So it's not a lock-up garage, but you don't necessarily need that. As long as you can get your car off the street around the beach, then that's the main thing. So nice small block of 4. Some people might be able to say, oh, could you actually add an extra level in here and get up as high as the other buildings? Quite often you can't these days. But look, something that's maybe worth checking with a town planner. Obviously location shots around here, obviously fantastic. Bedroom size is good, 3x6, 3x5, 3.9 by 3.5. For those of you that know, we always do 3x3, and that's why this second bedroom here is slightly smaller. But look, you've got an extra half a metre on it, so as long as you can get the wardrobes in, that's pretty much. So, and again, another good property there, but it all depends on the price you can pay. And if you could have bought it before auction and say 55 grand, then obviously that's well worth doing at the same time. All right, thanks for joining me, and we'll see you again soon.